Hi guys! So I'm going to show you one more strategy today. This one is a number line strategy. We're going to be a little bit more familiar with this one because we've been using it all year. So remember that when we are adding or subtracting, we're going to start with the biggest number in our problem. So I wrote 229 plus 123 like this because sometimes we're going to see problems like that and we need to know that it's okay. It's not to trick us, but sometimes problems will just be written this way and we need to get used to that. So 229 is the bigger number between 229 and 123. So I circled it to remind myself that's the number I'm going to start with. And then I'm going to add 123. So I started my number line because this is the number line strategy for adding. I started my number line at 229. I want to get as far as I can by starting at 229. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to add 123. I'm going to put 123 into expanded form. I'm going to do 100 plus 20 plus 3. Now remember, expanded form is just taking the numbers out of their place value. So I take the 3 out of the ones, the 2 tens out makes 20, the 100, and it makes 100. And then I add them together to make expanded form, okay? So I'm going to go through and I'm going to add them to 229 by making a big jump. So the first jump I'm gonna take is 100. So I'm going to make a big jump and label it plus 100. Before we were making jumps that were only by 1s, 2s, 5s, 10s, but now we're gonna take jumps that go by these. So 123, whatever your number is, you can take that kind of jump. Just make sure that you label it correctly. So 229 plus 100. I know that that is, I can put it under here, stack it to make myself more comfortable. And I know that that is 329 because I'm adding a 1 to the hundreds place. So now I'm at 329. That's my new spot. Now, I'm going to add 20. Now, maybe I don't know what 20 is. Maybe I don't know what adding 20 to this would be. But here's what I can do. I know 20 is 10 plus 10. And I feel more comfortable adding 10 at a time to this. So, plus 10, I would add a 1 to my tens place, and that would make this 339. Then I'm going to add another 10. And that would make this 349. Because I just added a 1 here to the 3 in the tens place. Now, I'm finished with those. And now I have 3 more to add. So I'm just going to jump. I'm actually going to jump by 1s here. So 349 plus 1 would be 350. Then I'm going to add another 1 plus 1 would be 351. Then I'm going to add 1 more. And I'm going to get 352. And that is my final answer. I'll bring it up here and I'll write it to finish the problem. My answer is 352. Now, notice, I did what was comfortable for me and what I thought would work best to get to where I needed to go. Look at how I wrote this out too. I wrote everything out that I was doing and I crossed it off as I went to keep track that I didn't lose any numbers or forget anything along the way. So this is another strategy that you can be using when you're adding 3-digit numbers. Make sure that you give this a try in your work today. We want to get as comfortable as we can with whatever strategy works best for us. All right, I hope this helps.